Here we have a new 2026 Chevrolet Blazer EV. Now this one comes in the SS trim level with all-wheel drive. Radiant red tint coat is the paint, and then we have adrenaline red Evotex interior. The powertrain consists of an electric motor on each axle that goes through a 1-speed direct drive transmission. A 102 kilowatt hour battery gets you up to 302 miles on a charge, and then 190 kilowatt DC fast charge speed capable. To the front end here, we get our LED daytime running lights. That's what's on now. We also have LED headlamps. But I love the Blazer EV SS. I think the front fascia, the lines, the trim, everything is just phenomenal on these vehicles. Now these are 22-inch aluminum wheels. We also get Brembo brakes up front. And then your charge port is here. And again, 190 kilowatts if you want a DC fast charge. But most of the time you can charge this between 8 and 12 hours overnight, depending on how low your battery is. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Door panel here, power door lock controls, memory seat functions. We get express down on all the doors except the driver's side gets 1 touch up and down on that window. Power folding side mirrors that are heated, and they have blind spot monitors. Bottle holder there. We get an 8-speaker premium Bose sound system, power lift gate. Love the door panel. Hit this twice, we can see what's under the front hood. And then we have an electronic parking brake, lane departure, automatic brake hold, manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. But here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. Now I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this Blazer EV SS today. I'll leave a link below in the description, but if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now I'm showing you all the whole window stickers so you can see the assembly, the range, the efficiency, the crash test ratings, everything. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So we're gonna check out the rear seat space back here. So great space back here, I will say that. And even with the panoramic roof, I still have about an inch or so of headroom. Seat back pocket on the rear passenger seat, or on the rear passenger side, excuse me. And then rear AC vents, 2 USB-C charge ports, and then 3-stage heated outboard seats as well. But there's a look at the front from back here. Middle seat folds down, bottle holders are there. And then our grab handles here, LED reading lights throughout, and you can hang a shirt or a pair of pants on that. It's pretty sturdy. Now child locks are on the outer doors in the back. Lock or unlock there. And then one thing I love about these is gonna be those smoke tail lamps. Absolutely stunning. LED. And then behind the second row, pretty good space here. Top tethers are integrated on the back of the seats themselves. Storage for the charger, tire inflator kit. But to the rear passenger side, you can grab this little button here, just press that in, fold the seats flat. Pretty easy to pop it back into place. And then your lower latch anchors are behind these covers here. And then to the front passenger seat, that's gonna be power with 2-way power lumbar support as well. And then you have a little, I don't know if that's really what that's for. You could stick something up there, but I think that's just for show, the trim. And then we do have our owner's manuals in the glove box there. And background of the front end, we're just gonna see what's under the hood. The blinkers are here. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So leather wrap steering wheel here with Super Cruise. We have the indicator up there and then the sensor down here. There's the horn. Now with this Google built-in system, we do get AM, FM, XM radio along with Bluetooth, and we have Google News, USB drive, Google Maps capability there with the Google Assistant. Your controls here. We have a heads-up display. You can control the dome lights, the power window lockout, the cameras, automatic high beams, a lot more. You also have the universal home remotes there. Now back to this first screen, we have dual zone automatic climate controls. You can either use a screen here in that menu. You have a few buttons down here below, along with the knobs, or you have these at the bottom. So your heated, cooled seats, the temperature for either side, and the fan speed and the fan direction there. Your vehicle status is right here. You can go through this and see your tire pressure monitors, your energy usage, all of that. Or you can hit the display itself and you can see a few of those parameters, if you will. Now your drive modes are here. You get normal, sport, snow and ice, my mode, and then that Z mode there. So it's basically the competitive mode. So it turns the traction control off, but you know, if you want to use that, you have it. Now cameras, you get quite a few views. Backup, front camera, you get the side views as well. Then you have an overhead if you want to do that in the front and the back too. Ambient lighting, automatic park assist, your charging menus over here. And then your settings. Your vehicle settings include your team driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive, and then your Super Cruise lane change. And then your system settings down here. You can change your language, and then your units of measurement. Now down here, you have a little bit of storage there, and then you can open this up. I think you can. I'll have to get back to that. That's interesting. Bottle holders are here. Wireless charging pad. Center console cubby space. You get a USB-C port and a 12 volt in there. And then up here, your hazards, your OnStar, rear camera mirror, and then you can slide or tilt the sunroof and then adjust the sunshade here. But I love having an EV that has an actual sunroof that you can actually open, so that's nice. Goes all the way behind that second row glass too. That is a nice opening. But there's a look at the back seat from up here. Turn the hazards off. And then you have your vanity mirror right here. Now left side stock blinkers. Your wipers are here. Rear wipers with the fluid for the front. And then your shifter is on the column, so hit the brake, neutral, reverse, drive, park. Behind the steering wheel on the left side, you can go through your track list, radio station presets with that button. And then behind on the right side, volume up, volume down. And then if you're not in the one pedal mode, you can activate your regen. You have different levels for that in terms of the braking. Cruise controls here, turn that on. You can hold this cancel button to go between regular and adaptive. And then when you're in adaptive, you can set your gap for that cruise as well as the forward collision alert there. Set your speed, and then you can turn on Super Cruise or hands-free driving right there. Heated steering wheel toggle, voice recognition. This goes through your audio sources. So I can go through those. Then I can mute, Bluetooth there. And then when applicable, if the favorites are up, or if nothing's up there on the right, excuse me, I can go through the favorites just with touching this button. And then this changes your gauge faces. So depending on what you want to see, you can adjust that to your liking. Now the heads-up display, got to turn that on in here. So we're going to go to the controls, and then there are your settings for that, the brightness, height, rotation. And now that it's on, I can zoom in there and you can see it right in there. And then finally, here's the key fob with remote start. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2026 Blazer EV SS with all-wheel drive out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Blazer EV SS, I mean, this thing is quick. You have several drive modes. The Z mode, where you can really just configure it to the max in terms of the performance, in terms of taking the traction control off. It's really, it's something else. But I'm gonna leave it in sport mode for a minute, and I'm gonna give it a good pull. I mean, this thing is, it's very powerful. I like how it drives. The ride quality is good. It just feels very nice. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of space to give it a pull here. Hopefully I'll be able to. Luckily, no one's coming from behind me at all. All right, here we go. Yeah, this thing is very quick, very quick. And I like the, you know, from a stop, you get a real feel of almost boost. It's very quick, very quick. But I want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But this is, gosh, I really think when you compare everything performance-wise, looks-wise, space-wise, amenities-wise, you see one of these, you're thinking, okay, is it $65,000? Okay, that makes sense. It's an EV and it kind of has that stigma around it. It's like people think that they're not worth the money, whatever. But GM did their thing with this, like they did when they brought the original Blazer back, in terms of just having something that is just cool. It's something that's relatively practical, but it's just, it looks sick. It drives so nicely. The ride quality is good even with these bigger wheels. It just, I have no complaints about it. Now, in terms of what you get for the money, I mean, $65,000, it's not cheap, but it's, again, you get so many amenities here. Just having the competitive mode that really makes this fun to drive. You can take this on a spirited, almost track usage day if you want to. Heated, cooled seats, the sunroof. It's really what gets me every time is this adrenaline red interior. I absolutely love it. The way they did it is so sporty, but it still feels chic in a sense. It doesn't feel necessarily like it's too extra. It still feels luxurious, but I love the red, absolutely love the red. The radiant red tint coat on the outside is nice too. Me personally, and this is just me having weird taste, I'd love to have almost like that blue in front of me on that Gladiator on this with red interior, because I just think that would pop every which way. But you can never go wrong with a black on red vehicle, I think. Specifically a Blazer EV. But when you consider just all the tech you get here, all the amenities, the range, the fast charge capability, but I mean just the looks in general, this thing I think is worth the money. I really do. And it just you don't see that many out. And again, they just really, GM killed it with the the body lines here, the body kit, however you want to describe how they did the outside with the SS as opposed to the standard Blazer EVs, this thing just looks incredible. And that's really what makes this, I think, I don't want to call it like an exotic vehicle, but it has that presence to it where like you see it rolling up, especially at night, you're thinking, what is that? That is cold. And that's what you have here. Not even adding in the performance, not even adding in the, you know, the interior, the tech here, just the overall looks. This looks like nothing else. And that's what I really appreciate about the EVSS, the Blazer EVSS. It's just it's a looker, man. You see that thing, you're like, wow. But again, it's also practical in that same sense with your range, the fast charge capability. You have USB-C ports, wireless charging pad. It really does have it all, I think, for less than $65,000. And all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Blazer EV SS with all-wheel drive.